What we're looking at here is a map of the east coast of Wexford, and I want to show you 2 points of interest. One from up here, from Cahore, just here in mid Wexford, right down to a place called the Raven, down here. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I grew up here, just up here in a place called Ballygarrett near Cahore Point. And a lot of people don't realise it, but there is actually, I'm going to zoom in to show you now. There is a stretch of sand which starts here at Cahore South, and it carries all the way unbroken for 27 kilometres all the way to the end of the Raven. A lot of people don't realise that. That probably, to me, I think, is the longest stretch in the country. I could be wrong. But what you can do, and some people here in Ballygarrett when I was growing up would do these New Year's walks where they would actually take a walk, and they'd walk from here and they'd go all the way down to Wexford town. Just a big long walk. But what you can do now actually is you can actually park up here, and you can park up at Cahore Pier, and there's a great cliff top walk here now, which adds an extra kilometre, I think, to the journey, and it brings you right down here onto Cahore South, onto a gorgeous stretch of sand here. Brings you right down here, and this is Cahore South. Down here is Newtown, or the borough is what we call it. All the way down, gorgeous, lovely sand dunes, all the way, natural sand dunes, and brings you down to an area called the Fodock, which are kind of like, it's like a landscape, kind of turlock landscape, where kind of the water rises over the winter and disappears then come spring and come summer, and loads of geese from Canada come and settle there as well. And this will bring you all the way then from the Fodock down to Ballinowlert, and Ballinowlert then will bring you all the way down in towards Morris Castle. You've got Larry's Lock here again, there's reference to the water here, and all the way down from the great sandy stretches of Morris Castle down towards Ballyduboy, and then heading down towards Tinnaburna. And as you can see, it's pure sand. And if you can zoom in here, this is Tinnaburna. You can see there's a gorgeous raheen up here, ring fort, just here right at the edge of the cliff, one of my favourite little ring forts here in Wexford. And that brings you down into Tinnaburna, tiny little stream there, you just walk across it. And again, the landscape changes, but the sandy beach stays the same. You get these big high cliffs, the high cliffs of Tinnaburna. And it brings you all the way then down this part of the country and towards Ballynamona. Again, you're keeping on the beach, you're keeping on the Strand all the way, and all the way down towards what would be Knocknasillogue. That's Knocknasillogue. And just down the way, all the way down here, there's little entrances all the way, little small car parks, entrances up onto the beach. And Knocknasillogue, the Hill of the Sallies, brings you onto Ballyconnegar, again under the Ballyconnegar Upper. And then down into the main Ballyconnegar again, and you can see there's a tiny little stream here. There's a bridge across that'll bring you across there. There's car park there, public toilets, and that will bring you all the way into Ballinaclash. Ballinaclash again, sand, the beaches gets wider, the high cliffs kind of disappear, and you get kind of more rolling sand dunes like the borough and Newtown further north up near Cahore, and you get these lovely the kind of wide sand dunes. And that will bring you all down towards Ballinesker, which will bring you coming all the way here through Ballinesker's further down this way. Duloc is a great lake there, actually, by the way, Duloc Lake. And here you are in Ballinesker, and again, the stretches of just lovely stretches of sandy beaches here, and lovely bits of wilderness all the way here. There's this gorgeous walk which will take you all the way down to Corklow, into the car park there. There's toilets and there's ice cream and chips and all, whatever you need to get there. And that will bring you on towards the Raven, St Margaret's, the Raven, and all the way then towards absolutely gorgeous landscape that is the Raven itself, a fantastic place if you've never been here before. And it brings you all the way down to the end of the kind of, what is I suppose, the end of the kind of sand spit. And if you want to, you can carry on into Wexford town. But just to point out again, as I'm zooming out here, that is 27 kilometres, just over 27 kilometres, all the way back up towards Cahore, right? So 27 kilometres of sand, stretched of sand. And as I said to you, if I zoom in here as well, if you're feeling even adventurous, some of us would have done this before, it's a little bit trickier here, but if you want to stop there, you can, and you can navigate the landscape back up here in towards Wexford town. But ideally, a lot of people would stop here. They'd stop here at Raven and maybe do a loop back and someone picked them up. But there you have it, just to let you know. I kind of always thought it was one of the little kind of hidden gems in Wexford. And a lot of Wexford people don't realise it. They'll head to the usual spots like Ballinesker or Corklow, but some people don't realise actually here is this great walk. It's part of the Wexford Coastal Walk, the Wexford coastal tracks. But as I said to you, a lot of people don't realise it's there. It's a natural, it's it's not a greenway, but a sandway, and it's just brilliant for walking, for horses, for taking a bike, taking a mountain bike. You could travel the sand when the tide is out. So there you have it. There's a little bit of tourism for County Wexford for you, but it's a gorgeous spot, and make the best of it if you can, because it's on our doorsteps.